Hi, this is James Moss. It's been a while since I made a video because last year I moved to a new unit of my apartment. What do you think? Okay, well, let's get down to the movie review. The movie I'm reviewing is Friday the 13th, Part 3. It's in 3D. Came out on August 13th, 1982. Directed by Steve Miner. I have the deluxe edition. It has the 3D glasses. See? Here's the 3D glasses, two of them. Here's the deluxe edition disc. Okay. The synopsis for the film happened just after part 2 when Jenny beat Jason. Her and her boyfriend left and Jason was still alive. We get to the credit. We get to the theme music, to the title card. We see it's like a hip hop version of the Friday the 13th theme. After the whole film is in 3D. The first part is not. The rest it is. Anyways, we get to the camera slows and everything's in 3D. We see the owner of the general store. She and her husband were well, anyways, she was putting the clothes up, and then her husband messed it up when he was eating the food from their store. She was pissed off, saying that she was just trying to look out for his health. So he let the rabbit out that he found inside, and his wife was watching the news report about the massacre at Camp Crystal Lake, and she heard something outside. The clothes knocked off, and she thought it was her husband, but it was actually Jason. Then her husband was in the restroom just taking a dump when he heard some noise and saw something outside. Ran out into the living room, and his wife wanted to know what's going on. He went back inside into the porta potty when Jason killed him in there. Then his wife went to him to find him. She saw a snake and Jason kill her instantly. And later on, the next day, we see a van coming in. It was Debbie. It was Debbie, played by Tracy Savage. And her friends were just picking up their friend Vera. Yeah, Vera, played by Christine Park, I meant, sorry. They were picking up for a friend of theirs, Shelley, on a blind date when a stranger secretly snuck up on them and stabbed them, but it was a fake rubber knife, and it was Shelley in the mask. Shelley was played by Larry Zinger, I think. Well, anyways, they were pissed off at Shelley. Say, "God damn it, Shelley, you're the Super Bowl of self-abuse." He says, "That's not. It's acting. I'm sorry." Anyways, they pick up Vera, and they saw something smoking inside. In the van, it was actually their two pothead friends that were just smoking, doing pot. Anyway, they drive all the way to Debbie's place called Higgins, I think. Well, anyways, they were just talking. They found out Vera was actually pregnant because she'd been in the bathroom a lot. And then they heard a police siren came in. They were panicking because they got the drugs, so they were just trying to shove the drugs inside in their body. And then they saw the police siren. The police went to the general store where that couple was murdered. They were saved, and they made it all the way to Higgins Alley when they saw, and Debbie saw her boyfriend Chris, who was waiting for them. Chris was actually played by Dana Kimmel. Yep, They made it all, and Chris, well, Debbie says to Chris it's been a while. She was having problems at that place 5 years ago. And then they were just settling in. She was showing them the place where she used to live here. Debbie find Shelly dead, and she screamed. They were panicking, and it turns out Shelly was still alive. He was just acting. They were all pissed off at him. Saying, "God damn it, Shelly." He was like acting like a jerk actor. Well, anyways, later Vera decided to go to the going to the gas station. Shelly wants to go with her. She stopped the car until they let Shelly in. Well, the others were selling in. Vera and Shelly went to the gas station to pick up some groceries. Vera was trying to use her food stamp, but the lady works there saying, "We don't take food stamps." And she asked Shelly, "Can I have your wallet?" He says, "Okay." He tossed it, and then one of the bikers named Foxy stepped on the wallet and picked it up and looked at it and saying, "This is your rubber?" She says, "No." They were playing keep. She and Logan were playing keep away with the wallet until Shelly grabbed it. And they decided to leave. "Let's go." And then they ran into Ali. They were in the car. Ali looked at them funny. He used his fist with the chains in there and smashed the window in there. And Shelly backed up the car and ran into their bikes by accident. They drove like hell. Ali was pissed off. The others were inside the barn, were just screwing around in there. After they left, we could see some footsteps, but it was actually Ali's foot. It was actually Logo's foot. And given them the clear, the others planned to cipher the gas and burn the place down. Foxy was in the barn playing around with the hay, swinging on that thing with the hay on it. Logo went to go get Foxy, but then he saw Foxy dead with a pitchfork inside. And then Jason went up and killed Logo. Ali found them dead. Jason beat up Ali, but he's not dead yet. Later that night, the others were just relaxing and having fun. Chris took Debbie out in the woods when Debbie tell Chris the story about why she hasn't come here in 5 years, because 5 years ago her folks were she was having a fight with her folks. Her mom slapped her. Then she wanted to teach them that night by pretending she ran away. She was out for hours, then she slept under a tree when a stranger appeared, grabbed Debbie and then assaulted her and attacked her. She woke up and her folks couldn't tell her what happened. So later that night, after she told them, she and Chris decided to go home. Everything they were trying to have. That stoner girl was making popcorn. All the others were secretly being killed by Jason. And this is where he got the infamous hockey mask from Shelly. He was wearing it at the time. Shelly left, and Vera picked up his wallet, and then she dropped the wallet by accident into the lake. She grabbed it, and then Jason appears. She assumed it was actually Shelly, but it was actually Jason wearing the infamous hockey mask. He used a harpoon gun, shot her right in the eye, right here, and she died. The stoner girl found Shelly, and he is dead, but she thought he was playing a trick. Her stoner boyfriend went down to fix the power, but then Jason killed him and electrocuted him, causing the power to go out. She went down and found him dead, and she realized Shelly is dead and all the others are dead. She was walking funnily, running funnily, and then Jason grabbed her and killed her with a fire poker and killed her instantly. Chris and Debbie got back and she noticed everyone was quiet. Debbie went inside. Chris looked outside to find anything. Jason grabbed him and squished his head like this, and his eye popped out. You could see the wire coming out of it. And then later, and then all of a sudden, Chris's body thrown out of the window, and Debbie was shocked that he's dead. She found all the other bodies. They're all dead. Jason grabbed her, and she tried to escape. She managed to, but Jason ripped her jacket outside while she was climbing out of the window. And then Debbie made it all the way to the barn, panicking, scared. She tried to hung Jason up, and then she thought she killed him, but he opened his mask and she realized that's the guy who attacked her, who raped her 5 years ago. And then after he got out, he was about to get Debbie, but then Ali appeared trying to kill him, but Jason finished Ali off by killing him. And then Debbie killed Jason for real. The next morning she was on the boat in the lake trying to get out, but she woke up to see Jason still alive in the window. She's trying to get out, but all of a sudden this woman grabbed Debbie and dragged her into the lake. But then it was actually just a dream. Turns out that she was alive. The two cops saying that it was she's saying about a lady in the lake. They brought her out and she was panicking and scared, screaming, maniacally laughing. And then the camera went to see Jason, and that's it. The movie's over. Well, it was a great movie. Now, the only thing I found out about, this is the only Friday the 13th film that Jason's name was never mentioned. They didn't say his name or anything. I think the film it takes place like Saturday the 14th, the next day. That's something. I give Friday the 13th Part 3 3D a 4 out of 5. Is a good sequel. Well, you can find it, the deluxe edition or any edition that has the 3D glasses. Go out and watch it. The next film I'm going to review is Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Is it? We'll find out. Till then, I'm going to see something that is in 3D. Lots of women. See ya and have a nice day and stay safe.